Hey everyone, Tilion here, and we just wrapped up the ZZZ 2.2 live stream over at my Twitch at twitch.tv/TilionPlay. If you missed it though, do not worry, I've got you covered. We got a full recap of everything coming in patch 2.2, and trust me, it's gonna be one of the most hyped updates that we've had in ZZZ in its second year. So let's jump right in. All right guys, first up, brand new characters, and that's what we're here for. That's why we play these games. And I think phase 1 of this 2.2 patch kicks off strongly as we add on to our Obel squad by adding our brand new 5-star electric attack agent, Seed. Seed pilots a mech named Seed Senior that she summons on and off field constantly throughout her battle and rotation. And honestly, I think her animations look insanely cool. I think they're very unique and different from everything else we have in the game currently. And her ultimate animation in particular is something that's just uniquely her. There's nothing in the game that looks like it. So if you are looking for an attack agent of the electric typing, she may fit within the roster of your team. She's joined by Trigger in the rerun slot, who's still one of the best stun supports in the game, plus Anby and Nicole as the A rank rate ups, Nicole being an especially strong highlight within that banner. So if you're missing some Nicole dupes, this may be a good banner for you to throw on. Two, we have Orpheum Magus, also from Obel Squad. They're going to be our brand new 5-star fire attack agents, and honestly, I'm super excited about these two. They're going to work around the Aftershock meta. They're specifically going to be on and off field rapid attacking. They have counter in their gameplay. So if you're interested in any of those, I think Orpheum Magus may be a legit option for you to consider pulling on. Alongside them, we're finally getting the long-awaited Evelyn rerun, and Evelyn has been an absolute staple as a fire DPS since her release, so this banner is going to be extra hot. Lucy and Anton are going to be our ranked up A-rank agents here. Not a lot to talk about between these two, but if you're missing any mindscapes on either one of them, this will be a good opportunity to get them. And with our new agents, we're also getting 2 new disc sets. We're getting Moonlight Lullaby and Dawn's Bloom. Moonlight Lullaby is going to be the easiest one for us to understand, as it's almost specifically going to be a swing jazz upgrade. The good part being though that the 2 set is still going to be that 20% energy regen, meaning if you have any agents with the 2 set bonus from swing jazz, there's no real reason to go out of your way to replace them with this set unless it's almost exclusively going to be a substat upgrade. The 4-piece is actually where things get interesting though, giving us an 18% damage dealt increase by all squad members for 25 seconds and only requiring an EX special attack or ultimate to activate it, meaning that there's plenty of uptime and ease of activation with this set, meaning it's a great choice for almost all of our supports. Dawn's Bloom is a little bit different for us to understand, as it's almost entirely a basic attack damage increase. Both the 2 set and the 4 cost both increase damage to basic attacks, and if it is equipped by an attack character, using EX special or ultimates will further increase basic attack damage, meaning that this is going to be pretty exclusively for almost only agents that exclusively use basic attacks. Last but not least, we're also getting 2 brand new Bang Boos. We're getting an S-rank Mr. Mercury, who to me is absolutely fantastic from his animation perspectives, and an event exclusive Excalibur, who is also equally as interesting and fun to watch. All right, guys, next up is story, and version 2.2 drops the brand new main story chapter. We assumed wrongly that we might be getting a little bit of filler patch here, but it looks like we're getting brand new main story content, which is amazing. I can't wait for it. It's being titled Do Not Go Gentle Into That Quiet Night, and that's obviously in reference to that amazing poem, something that is actually quite dear to me and my heart. Obel Squad will be taking center stage here, and based on the teaser, things are heating up, with open conflict happening with the Acolytes in Wi-Fi Peninsula, meaning that things are about to get really serious. On top of that, we're also getting Seed's personal agent story titled Floral Voyage into the Unknown, which is going to help dive into her past as an orphan and her connection with Seed Senior. It looks to be really heartfelt. It looks a little quirky, and honestly, I can't wait to play through it because Seed is such an unknown character to us at this time. All right, guys, let's talk events and collectibles, and it's no question the highlight to me is going to be Band of Brave Bang Boo. It's going to be a brand new tower defense minigame. If you know anything about me, I loved the one we had back in 1.x. I love tower defense minigames. They're so much fun. They're so addictive to me. I hope this one has a lot more resources, more challenge, more strategy enabled, because if it does, I'm going to be obsessed. We're going to be able to get a lot of rewards that we normally get from these events in this, but more importantly, at least to me, we're going to be getting our free Bangbu Excalibur, who just looks absolutely fantastic. Can't wait to do this. Looking forward to this quite a lot. We're also going to be getting 2 different combat focused events, one being Problem Soldier Bootcamp. This is going to be a hazard filled arena that's more about push, positioning, and timing sequences, more so than accurate combat. I don't see it to be anything kind of crazy, but it's going to take something that we know and it's going to kind of shake it up a little bit, which is always fun. The other one is going to be Spotlight Showdown. This is the banner showcase event that we're used to. I love these events because it's a great opportunity for us to use agents that we don't have. They're currently on banner. So not only does it do a good job of showcasing agents that we possibly may want to pull if we don't know too much about them, but it also gives people a chance to play with agents that, you know, for whatever reason, they may not have an opportunity to play with. All right, guys, so for more side content related events, we're going to start with Rhythm Rave. This is going to be a music rhythm game. I tend to really enjoy rhythm games personally. They're not for everybody, although I will say adding the OST collection specifically from ZZZ is a nice touch. So they have a great discography for the game. I think it's a nice touch that they would use it for a rhythm game in their game. So at least it'll be a somewhat enjoyable experience. We're also getting a treasure hunt event, which is pretty similar to a photography event that we did previously. So not realistically going to be the most in-depth event, but it's going to at least supply us with rewards and a little bit more of a reason to explore the world of ZZZ. Lastly, we're getting Wish Bottle Adrift. This is going to be a daily wish reward activity for completing our stamina expenditures. We've seen this pretty consistently throughout the 2.0 cycles. Not a lot here to go on, a little bit of comedy in some places, but realistically, it's just going to be complete what you normally do, go check off the rewards and get more rewards for completing it. On top of all that, we're getting our normal Shiyu defense and deadly assault reruns. There's going to be some refreshed and changed up bosses, as well as some new additions to both. So looking forward to those. I've been a big fan of deadly assault lately. So looking forward to seeing what they can add to that. And oh yes, we're getting the usual 10 free pulls and 10 free Bangbu pulls as well. And 2.2 is also bringing some solid quality of life updates. One being the shortcut wheels getting some more slots. This is, I think, in particular going to be really nice for our console players. We're getting better map filters and the ability to jump straight to agents on the map, which is going to be super nice. There's a cleaner agent interface coming that also allows us to hide unowned characters. And the display case is going to be expanded to 20 collectibles, which I hope brings a bigger emphasis for the collectible portions of the game, because I find them to be super interesting, but they are a little bit underbaked in the current situation. Basically a smoother and more streamlined experience all around as the ZZZ devs continue to address the feedback and continue to give us better quality of life features. All right, guys, editor Tilion here, and I've had a lot of conversations with people since the live stream about this in particular. Let's talk about Sanbi. During the live stream, they mentioned that she's, quote, working to unlock her potential, end quote. Now, they didn't confirm exactly what this means. There was no hard details in the live stream on whether it is purely story related and what they were talking about, or if this is an actual reference to a buff or a kit change specifically for Super Anby. As someone who loves Sanbi, someone that plays Sanbi continuously, someone that would consider themselves probably as close to a Sanbi main as they can be without claiming to be one, I've had a lot of people message me about this already. At first, I really just kind of thought it was a narrative flavor that they threw into the live stream for that particular reason, as she does fit in with Obel Squad. But as I've talked to other people and as we've looked into it, and we look at the language and how it follows with what they did specifically with Ellen, I'm starting to lean that it may mean that we are getting some small buff or rework with Sanbi. I'm not ready to say anything in particular to that. I'm, for now, just cautiously optimistic, but there is no official confirmation yet. But either way, this is exciting news, possibly for Sanby fan. All right, that's gonna do it for me with the 2.2 live stream recap. If I missed anything, please let me down in the comments. I'm sure you will. But I gotta say, this patch looks stacked. I mean, between Seed and her giant mech, and Orpheum Magus shooting laser beams at everybody, and honestly, I think Excalibur kind of stealing the show a little bit, or at least for me, he did. The story looks quite interesting. They're focusing kind of back into that more major narrative. Can't wait to see what they do there, and I hope they build on what I considered was a pretty strong foot forward with 2.1. So I'm pretty hyped, if you can't tell. But if you enjoyed this summary and you like what I do here, please feel free to give me a like or a sub if you haven't already. It really means the world to me. So thank you guys so much. And you know, lastly, let me know in the comments who you guys are pulling. You know, is Seed someone you gotta have? Is Orphe someone you need? Is Evelyn finally coming home? Is she your biggest regret? Or is Trigger finally gonna get a place on your roster? You know, I could come up with a reason as to why all of those units would work. So, you know, let me know down in the comments. But, you know, catch me live on Twitch at twitch.tv/TilionPlay for day one polls and gameplay. Until then, though, guys, stay hyped, and I'll catch you guys there. Tilion out.